Well, having a hard time hearing you, but what we can assure you is that we've got a great crew out here plowing the streets. We are keeping them as clear as possible. I'm out here with Sandra. She's been on the street department for 19 years, and we've already plowed her route. This is the third pass through here, and so we've got a great crew. The spirits are high, and we are doing a great job clearing the main thoroughfares, the main roads, the main routes, and um, they are passable. I would say if you're a driver, stay home if you can. But we are making some of the main routes here, the main routes in the city of St. Louis, passable for residents here to get around today.
What are some techniques, things you're doing differently this year in this response, Mayor?
Well, we've got a very organized approach. First of all, we were ready. We have been working with the National Weather Service. This is the first year the city has really integrated them into their planning phase. They have been keeping us abreast of the situation on a daily, hourly basis. So we were out here yesterday pre-treating the roads. We've got 35 folks out, so a bigger crew than normal. We've also got our NSOs, our neighborhood stabilization team out ensuring that the roads are passable, just making sure that we're identifying any trouble spots. And, we've just got a great crew out doing the job of clearing the streets. So many of these drivers have been working for many years, but we've got a nice big size crew out they got in this morning at 2 a.m. to start prepping and to be out in full force to make sure that our streets are passable for our residents here.
And Mayor Spencer, while I have you, we've been reporting a lot this morning on your sort of emergency response to help our unhoused population in St. Louis. It is very cold outside and it's going to be for the coming days. Can you kind of just reiterate what that response looks like?
We also took a very hands-on approach to ensuring that we have housing for our most vulnerable residents this winter season. And we've been organizing that response with our provider community. Last night, we had several shelters. We expanded capacity, recognizing that we had already reached capacity earlier in the day than anticipated. And so, we have some additional funding and some additional spaces. We also had shuttles. This is new for this year. We were able to transport people to shelter, and that was a great big help because as we opened up the extended shelter space, we had to get people from one shelter at capacity to another. And so, we were there on site last night. It was working very well. I'm really proud of the response. We were trying to triage and make sure that we had spots for families and a whole host of things. Reaching capacity is a sobering place to be, recognizing that there are people out there that are unable to make it to shelter. But, having those shelter spaces available before December 1st, which was outside of the norm for our city, having this big, massive weather event this early is not something we've experienced over the last 10, 20 years. So, being ready for this type of weather event has been a big help as we are going into this unusually cold early winter.